My name is Malcolm Prescott and I'm the Managing Director of Webbers Property Services, this fantastic company, and I've been with Webbers since 1987 and I'm based here in Barnstaple in head office. So a brief history of Webbers, this fantastic estate agency here in the West Country. Our company was started by a gentleman by the name of John C. Webber way back in 1924 here in Barnstaple. And very soon after, he joined forces with a businessman, a local gentleman called Vivian Moon, who came to become one of our great managing directors. And soon we spread across North Devon, opening 6 offices: Ilfracombe, Bideford, South Molton, Torrington and Braunton. Soon after, we then moved over into Somerset, and along came Graham Harrison, a fantastic leader of this company, managing director and now chairman of the company. In the 1980s, we went right across Somerset, opening in Minehead, Dulverton, Wiveliscombe, Wellington and Taunton, and then over into Cornwall. We already had an office in Bude, we then opened in Launceston and more recently in Bodmin. So we've got 14 offices covering Somerset, Devon and Cornwall, and we now have an excellent range of ancillary parts to our business, which include a specialist new homes department, auctions, both online and traditional, commercial property sales, and we have a letting solution in each one of our residential offices. So we cover all bases when it comes to property here in the West Country. Webbers' core values. Estate agency is an interesting business because there are people that would put estate agency somewhere down there. From our point of view, we've built our business on a few things. And what are they? Trust. Trust and confidence in what we do. Honesty and care. We care for our customers like nothing else. There's an old expression in Webbers, which is, this is a people's business, we just happen to sell property. It's for us as agents, and whether that's in sales, lettings, or any one of our departments, to see people through their journey. We care for them along the way. That's what we do. We look after people in their complete move. John C. Webber, our founder, he recognised at a very, very early stage the importance of connecting with community. Because after all, we all live in the community. I live in the community, my colleagues, all of those people that work in Webbers offices live, eat, sleep the community. So it's really important that we're part of that, and we like to support our communities. So it's a regular thing for us to be involved with events, whether that's local shows, whether that's supporting the local hospice, the children's hospice, or any school within the area, or people that are doing great things. And typically, Webbers will raise between £20,000 and £25,000 every single year, no matter what happens in the market, to make sure that we're giving something back to the community. And from my point of view, as the managing director of this company, I see it's hugely important that we maintain that connection with our communities. We eat, sleep and drink our communities. It's what we do. I'd like to talk a little bit about culture, because in business you hear it quite a lot when people talk about what their culture is. Fundamentally, a culture is built from within. A culture is what service is delivered daily by the great staff in this company. And I know, without any question at all, that the service we deliver and therefore the culture that we build is exceptional, because I look at the results. I see it regularly, and I know that over 96% of people would recommend us to friends and family because of how we care for them and how we take good decisions in helping them move, whether they're buying, selling, renting, or whether they are landlords. And in terms of how I can bring that to life for you, I'd like to tell you a little small story about how we looked after a lovely lady in a West Somerset town some years ago. This was a lady that asked us to value her property, and she said, "I'm ready to move." We went to this property. It was a 1940s terraced house, and this lady had lived in the property with her mother and father for many years. When we went along to the property, we thought, is this lady really ready to move? The house was immaculate, the gardens were wonderful, and this lovely lady was still going upstairs to bed. So we said, are you sure? The long story short here is that we went back to value that property for 4 years in a row, and it was only on the 4th year that we decided it was time to put the house on the market and to help that lady move, which we duly did. Now, some agents would have put that house on the market 4 years before. It would have been easy to sell. But at Webbers, because we take the right decision for that client, we said, no, this is not the right time for you to sell. And I believe that demonstrates what is happening in Webbers offices every day of the week. We take good decisions, caring decisions for the people that we look after. Estate agency is a very, very competitive business. And the reason why I'm still here at Webbers after all these years is because we're an innovative business. We're a business that understands that you have to move with the times. And whilst we have those traditional core values of looking after people, we've recognised over the years that you actually do have to move forward and improve what you do. And I believe that one of the great things that we do here at Webbers is to assess what is right and wrong to take on board and to help our clients move. And you'll see, looking at our website, how we go about presenting property with our video content, with our drone content, with our social media. We've recognised that you actually have to move forward as well as hold on to those key core values. As an estate agency, we're linked to the best connections across the UK. We're founder members of the Guild of Property Professionals, which allows us to promote every property that we have from our central London office. That's unique to Webbers. Nobody else can do that in the Webbers patch. We also have connections with over 600 offices across the UK, which means we can help you move anywhere in the UK. And by the way, that means that we will receive leads from premium out-of-town buyers that no other agent has access to. So we're very heavily connected within the profession, and we're highly seen within the profession because we understand that you actually do have to move forward as well as hold on to those core values of looking after people. We understand here at Webbers that when a client comes into an estate agency office, they should expect to be able to deal with someone that understands the fundamentals of the business. And to that end, every single customer-facing staff at Webbers has sat through the Guild of Property Professionals Associate Scheme exam, both in sales and lettings. And what does that mean? It means that all of our staff know exactly what they're doing and they understand the process of buying and selling, renting and letting property. So at Webbers you can have the trust and confidence that we will deal with the matter professionally and properly because we're trained. When I look back at Webbers' success and their journey over so many years, it's really easy to see for me why we're still here and why we're still such a key player, not only in the Southwest but in the UK. It's because we care about people. We care about their move and we make sure that we take good decisions on their behalf. Yes, we're also innovative and we like to see ourselves as market leaders in working with other professional bodies within a state agency to ensure we give great service. But I believe fundamentally it's because we care for people and actually we love what we do. This business is all I know and many of my colleagues in Webbers have been with the company for many, many years. So it's that consistency that we can deliver that I believe so many agents don't. So as Managing Director, as I reflect on our last 100 years, what do I feel and how do I see the future? Well, the first thing I'd like to say is a huge thank you to the many, many hundreds of staff that have worked for Webbers over all of those years. Because as I've already said, a culture is built on how people work, their actions, what they deliver daily. So this culture, this thing that we have today here at Webbers has been built by all of those staff over all of those years. And that for me is the first and most fundamental thing to say when I reflect on the last 100 years. From the point of view of looking forward, what do I see? I see a company, you've heard it so many times, it's just the beginning. This industry is changing all the time. This profession moves forward. And at Webbers, that's part of the reason why I love this business and love this company, because we continue to look forward in how we look after our clients and how we sell and let property. So the next 100 years look great to me because I can tell you for absolute certain Webbers will be right there with the innovation, and I'm sure this business will look very different, but you'll still see one thing's the same, which is great customer service and the Webbers name. And finally, a huge thank you to all of our customers, past, present and future. We thank you for using our services year in and year out. To our wonderful staff who deliver such consistent service day in and day out for all of our customers, thank you. To my fellow directors who I know share the same vision that this company must retain the high standards that we've set over so many years of delivering great service for our customers and being innovative. And our chairman, Graham Harrison, thank you for the consistency with the company now for well over 40 years and still delivering such great value in overseeing this great organisation. I'm hugely proud to be part of Webbers, this magnificent company celebrating its 100th year.